Good afternoon, Ospreys. You're watching Nest News live from the Student Union. I'm your host, Max McBride. On today's show, we have a hurricane recap, information on UNF's recycling, a new restaurant opened in the Student Union, and a sports update. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. While the damage doesn't compare to its southern counterparts, UNF did not escape from Hurricane Ian unscathed. Spinnaker walked around campus the evening Hurricane Ian left, when the temperature was still around 60 degrees and with 29-mile-per-hour winds, and got some close-up photos of the aftermath left by the hurricane. As you can see, the hurricane affected areas of campus such as the Bamboo Garden. As seen on our Instagram, at UNF Spinnaker, the beloved Colonel Cracker sculpture was down after the hurricane. After receiving concerned comments about him, we are happy to report that he's back up and things are going swimmingly for the sculpture. UNF resumed normal operations on Sunday, October 2nd, but advised everyone to avoid campus until they completed the assessment of campus. The final advisory about Hurricane Ian was sent out Friday, September 30th. Since then, regular events have been taking place on campus. Dining services opened back up completely on Monday, and everything is now back to normal. There are three pillars to sustainability: reduce, reuse, recycle. That leads to one question: does UNF recycle? You think the answer is just a simple yes or no, but it's not quite that simple. Let me clarify. As Spinnaker's editor-in-chief found, UNF is recycling, just not on the student side. At UNF, recycling is broken down into two sectors: on-campus and residential. On-campus means any recycling bin you'd see around campus, by the green, and so on. Residential means anything coming from the dorms. John Hale, UNF's Associate Vice President of Administration and Finance, told Spinnaker that nothing from housing is currently being recycled. Some materials, like lead-acid batteries, are being recycled by UNF on campus. No, that doesn't mean students can drop their batteries off, though. There is no simple yes or no answer to whether UNF can recycle. In the words of Housing Director Bob Boyle, it's not a solution that exists right now, unfortunately. A new dining venue hit the stage in the Student Union yesterday, the culmination of student government's efforts to diversify food options on campus last year. Qdoba has officially taken Slice's spot. Spinnaker spoke with George Boston, who served as student advocate when SG was working to get Qdoba on campus. He said that Qdoba is a step in the right direction for UNF to become more inclusive and sensitive to students' dietary needs. Another plus, Boston also expects lower wait times in popular dining areas because of Qdoba's presence. Qdoba is a Tex-Mex fast food chain restaurant, a different option than what is currently available on campus. Starting next week, Qdoba will be open Monday through Thursday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Friday from 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And now to Riley for your weekly sports update.
I'm Riley, and this is your sports update. The UNF soccer squad stole the show this week, with the women picking up a dramatic home win on Sunday and the men taking a road match from a new rival. The women got things started on Sunday when they hosted the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. The Ospreys outshot the Gamecocks 5-3 in the first half, but nothing came of it as the match remained scoreless going into the break. Things got more challenging for UNF when defender Marissa House was sent off in the 75th minute with a red card. This meant that the Ospreys would be shorthanded for the rest of the match, with only 10 players compared to JSU's 11. This didn't matter, though, as the Ospreys found the winning goal with just over 4 minutes remaining in the match. JSU's keeper was caught off her line, with Ali Fakani sending a crosser to Jersey Dada, who put it in, propelling UNF to a 1-0 victory. On Monday, the men's squad took the Queen's University of Charlotte, the ASUN Conference's newest member. Much like their counterparts, the match had a scoreless first half. The Ospreys struck in the 50th minute, though, with a Zach Ward header courtesy of the corner kick from Herbie Steigelman. The real star of the show was goalkeeper Micah Gunn, who made multiple clutch saves to keep the Ospreys in front. That's all for this week's sports update. Go Ospreys!
And now to the School of Communications for your weekly weather update.
Hey there, Ospreys. Welcome to a weather edition of Inside Super 90. I'm Grace Derevi, here to give you the top weather news and the local forecast. Starting off with today's top world weather story. Floods have displaced villagers in Indonesia. The only road to the village was flooded, and the water just kept getting higher. These people are just a few of the some 143 million people who are likely to be uprooted by rising seas, drought, searing temperatures, and other climate catastrophes over the next 30 years, according to the UN. Heading into today's weather, there is a flood advisory in effect in St. Johns County and Duval County through Saturday morning. Today we can expect sunny skies with a high of 86 degrees and a low of 58 degrees. Now let's take a look at our radar. It looks like we are going to stay mostly dry today with plenty of sunshine. We can also expect some wind to come in from the west. Now let's take a look at our forecast for this week. We can expect some warmer days and cooler nights this week. The dry conditions are expected to last as more warmth is ahead to close out the week. A cold front is expected to swing through Saturday night, which will bring in slightly cooler weather for the Jags game on Sunday. More moisture is expected at the start of the next week, with a few showers possible through midweek. The highs for this week will be in the 80s, while the lows will range from the high 50s to the mid-60s. That does it for this weather edition of Inside Super 90. Have a great day, Ospreys. I'm Grace DeRovi, and I'll see you next time.
That's just about all the time we have for you today, Ospreys. Before we sign off, today is World College Radio Day. To celebrate, consider donating to support college radio at UNF through the link in the description below. Also, make sure to follow us on our Instagram at UNF Spinnaker, and come check out our YouTube as well for more content. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Max McBride, and we'll see you next week on Spinnaker's Nest News.